Tonight, the Bishop Dudley Hospitality House is hosting the 11th annual Night of Hope for the Homeless.
10 participants are sleeping outside to raise awareness and funds for the shelter. But it also helps to continue the conversation about what issues the city and the homeless population are facing. Parker Brown in studio with our 10 o'clock top story tonight. Hello, Parker.
Hello, Brian and Kara. This year, plenty of discussion in the city government has focused on addressing homelessness in the area, whether it be a regional forum, talks about a fence near the Bishop Dudley, or an ordinance about encampments. The Night of Hope is timely, as the city's homelessness coordinator provided an update last night.
Homelessness Services Coordinator Michelle Treasure addressed City Council in an informational meeting. She relayed what they believe are the successes of their anti-panhandling campaign and the ordinance addressing encampments.
Little to no panhandling was seen in some of our more tension areas where we saw a lot of nuisance behavior downtown, and very, very few complaints to the mayor's office, which last year, after I had been pretty fresh in my role, that was kind of what I dove into right away, was complaint after complaint after complaint.
Meanwhile, the Bishop Dudley House, among other downtown nonprofits, are at the heart of outreach and homelessness services. Executive Director Madeline Shields says nights like this are important because while it is a fundraiser, it's also education.
Because we're talking about it, right? And there's a lot of miscommunication about who folks are, why they're homeless, how they become homeless, and why they can't just pull themselves up by the bootstraps and get right back to self-sufficiency.
As the crew of 10 participants climb into their cardboard boxes for the night, it's a humbling experience. No, it's not an exact simulation of the homeless experience, but it gets them out of their comfort zone.
There's just a real compassion that needs to come from this, and I think everybody who's going to do this experience will have a whole different lens on being grateful for having shelter, housing, basic needs. And then imagine a young child going to school without that as well.
Through the whole year of discussing ways to take action, many leaders have said that they don't expect the number in need to ever be zero, but consistent work will help more get out of poverty. Shields says a plan needs to be in place going forward, involving more than just nonprofits.
And that plan has to be, what do we do with folks who are working, but they can't afford to get a place on their own? And so we do need to take the pressure off the shelters and get these folks into some kind of transitional housing or a stepping stone.
Going into colder months, the number of individuals at shelters in the area typically rises. The city introduced a plan and priority list of how they will help homeless individuals in low temperature weather. You can find more information on this story at dakotanewsnow.com. Brian and Kara.
Parker Brown tonight. Parker, thank you.